Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to start another loaf of sourdough, and this is all I needed. It was one of those containers of starter mix, like a little 2 ounces. And so I'm gonna take you on my journey. So tune back in every day. I'll try to make sure I take you along every process. So this is sourdough starter that I've had. I want to say I've had this, for at least since maybe 23. So about 3 years old. And I just keep it in the fridge. And when I'm ready to start back doing, um, making bread, I pull this out and I pull out some and just pull out this much. And so what I'm doing now is going to feed it for the first time and add water. So I don't know what I do as far as the ratio goes. So I'll start with a 1-to-1 ratio, like 1 cup of, or whatever it is, 1 teaspoon of flour, 1 teaspoon of water, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water. And so I'm going, but I like it to be sticky, I'll show you. Come on. Okay, and so since I always like to, I usually use a bigger mouth jar, but I don't know. I'm just using this because this stays a little messy. I mean, it gets a little messy as far as the flour goes. So it depends on what you're doing. So I'm going to, I'm going to do, let me see, hold on. Okay, so the only thing you need is the starter, flour, and water. Your water needs to be filtered water. It don't need to be. I like filtered water. I think filtered water is better. And it needs to be room temperature. Not super cold, not super hot. And flour. I've used all-purpose flour before. I used bread flour before. I think right now I have bread flour in my flour thingy. So this is what I'm going to do. Show you. So this is a 1/3 cup of flour thing. Take it. I'm gonna dump it in. See how it get messy. And then I'm going to take a 1/3 cup of water here. And then I'm going to pour that in. And then I'm going to stir it. Hold please. I'm going to stir it. And I stir it with a handle because it gets, anything with a hole or anything gets real gooey. And so stir it. Once it's mixed, it looks like this. Like that consistency. And I like for mine to be a little bit thicker. So I'm going to put a little bit of more flour in here. I like mine to be a little tacky, if that makes sense, you know. So, mix this in real good. And so now it's kind of like that. It's not as liquidy. And then leave all of this in here. Now, when you have a mason jar situation or a, what am I trying to say? It's not as wide where you can't really get to it. Sometimes it's hard to push the sides down. But the goal is for you to be able to kind of tell where your starter starts. I mean, where your mix starts, so that you can see if it's growing or not. So you kind of clean the sides a little bit. And then, so I can see like right there is kind of where everything is. And then I just kind of try to clean the sides as well. Mark container just with like a little dry erase marker like this. Hold on. So now I'm gonna mark like right here, and I might mark over here just in case. I don't know. And so my house is pretty warm right now. I do have a little trick that if it's cold, I'll put it in the microwave with hot water in it just to create a warm environment, because usually it grows faster or it doubles faster if it's in a warm environment, but not like in the oven or anything like that. So I'm going to show you what I do for this. So I get like a small cookie sheet, or you can do a platter, plate, whatever. Now, while my water is boiling, I'm going to put this in the center. I get like 4 glasses, just whatever can hold hot water. And I'm going to use this glass that I got my other water in. This, except that I have hot water in it. I throw it in the microwave. and go from there. So again, this is what I started with, or 2 of these, and I probably could have done 1 because you can even use, like, as long as there's some starter in there, you can get it going. So, and I don't know if I'm making sandwich bread, because we still have some. I might make like the artesian loaf, which is the, you know, the one y'all see with all the cuts, and I might make both. Because it just creates for a warm environment. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is make sure that I cover this up a little bit. Okay. Just so the gases won't seep out. I think that's what they told me. So, oh. Alright, so we see I got it in there. You see where the line is. When I come back next time, we will see what it looks like. All right, bye, y'all. Okay, so y'all, I got back from the baseball game. It is 9:19, so I came to check on our starter. Let me show you what it looks like. Baby, that's some good starter right there. Y'all see that? You see how it doubled? The line is where it started, and now it's up there. So let's see what it looks like when I put it in, when I turn it on. I mean, when I take it out. Okay, so that's the starter. That's what it looks like. See how it's kind of running? You just see those holes? That means it's alive. So I'll be able to make some dough in the morning. Look like. Let's see. I'm going to feed it one more time and let it sit overnight. And then, so I have enough starter to make 2 loaves of bread. So while I do this, I'm going to flour and water. And I'm going to put another, whatever, even 1-to-1 ratio in here. I'm going to warm my water back up. But that is how much it doubled in, what was it? It was like 3:30, I guess. So in about 6 hours. They let you know that's some good starter, baby. Good starter. Oh, and so some people say they discard this and then keep going. I don't really discard mine until after I'm finished, because I don't know how much dough I'm gonna make. I mean, how much bread I'm gonna make. So unless I just don't have a bigger container, I usually don't discard anything. I just add to it and keep going. So this is where my second one is starting, because there's nothing like proving that it happened. So this is where the second time is starting. I fed in a 1/3 cup of flour, 1/3 cup of water, and maybe 2 tablespoons of flour to give it that thickness, and covered it. Bye.